The events in this video are fictional as the characters portrayed within. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are merely coincidental and have been created at random by XCOM's name generator. Seriously.
I'm on it, Commander.
You know, at this point, I am kind of tempted to start moving my snipers up. I'm not going to loop around the ship, obviously, in case the outsiders are on the outside of the control room, which would be terrifying, and they trigger and I'd have to retreat, and they'd probably catch up with me and kill me before I get out. So I might just clear one length, then come round the edge and clear the other length. The problem is, if those thin men do patrol into me, the snipers are screwed. But yeah, I need the other troops, the infantry, Shades and Bark the gunner, to move up to be of some help with those floaters. So maybe I do have to start pushing up.
I'm rolling.
That's affirmative.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
Okay, let's see if we can bring Nerwal up to this corner and maybe use a motion tracker. This probably might be the last motion tracker I use for scouting the ship of standard aliens, as opposed to the outsiders. Are you going to trigger? Nope, we're good. Then you guys can run up.
Move, move, move!
You can actually move quite far. Because I think your base mobility is 14, isn't it? I think, yeah, the LMG, I think, -3 mobility. So yeah, your base mobility is 14. As for Shades, on the other hand... Maybe put you here. I have to keep in mind how difficult it's going to be for Shades to retreat. You guys have got pretty good angles, reasonably good angles. Yeah, maybe Snyder will move to where Shades is and Gerard to where Snyder was.
Aye, aye.
Okay, Nerwal, can you drop down without revealing? What can you do if you do reveal? Run back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can run back into full cover. You still can be seen from there, but you'll at least be in full cover. Actually, you know what? Can you approach from this side instead? Drone, move please.
Solid copy.
Bark, you don't need full cover. But there's no other piece of cover here. I don't want to move up too close. I want to make use of his range. I suppose maybe you can go here. As I said, I prefer to make use of his range. No, you can stay there. That's fine. Okay, Shades can move up. I don't think he'll have an angle from there, but at least he's in full cover. Snyder
Heading to that
to where
location.
Shades was. Gerard to where Snyder was.
Confirmé.
You guys can steady your weapons.
Overwatch.
I don't think we're alone out here.
So floaters are closest, and what we've heard are sectoids, floaters, and thin men. And the thin men are over here. The floaters are here. I don't know where the sectoids are though. You know.
Solid copy.
What?
This looks to be a supply ship of some kind.
Really?
Potential storage capacity is enormous. If the aliens are really attempting to bring
Really,
this
Shen?
much outside material, it can only mean they're ramping up the scale of the invasion.
It's almost as if they're actually conducting an invasion. So yeah, I'll wait until next turn until I can get Nerwal here. I want the best intel I can get. It'll be the last motion tracker I use, because I need to save the last one for the outsiders. In fact, it may even reveal what's inside this cargo hold. You guys have got pretty good concealment if the thin men move up. They'd have to get pretty close before they have to jump up here, which would be dangerous, sure. How far can you guys move? Pretty far. Gerard, you can't move far enough. You've got one less mobility than Snyder.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay, Nerwal, time for your intel. Do it. See what we have got. Well, first thing first, I didn't realise. Alien pets count as red. Second thing, there is nothing in range of this motion tracker. The motion tracker can see about 5 tiles further than visual range. 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically I could move to here and I'll know that there aren't any aliens up ahead. I'm not going to risk that. And this is a wasted battle scanner, a wasted motion tracker. Although it does tell us that everything inside of here is clear. In fact, it might even be further than that. It might even be up to here. Which makes me believe the outsiders are in the far control room. Don't really know what else to do here. I can't move Nerwal again and leave her exposed. I mean, maybe I could move her to here. Give a tiny bit more intel. I mean, in theory, it shouldn't. This is like 3 or 4 tiles, and the motion tracker reveals 3 or 4 tiles beyond range, so this shouldn't trigger.
Will do.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, we do know that there are 4 pods left on the map, not including the command pod. Thinman over there on the other side of the ship. Floater this general direction-ish. Sectoid somewhere. That leaves one last pod of unknown enemies. I don't really know what to do now.
On the shield, Commander.
What was that sound?
That was a floater. Okay, well, they certainly weren't in visual range, so I could move up, if I trigger drop down to concealment, and lure them to my snipers and my long range weaponry. In fact, Shades, there is no reason why you can't just move up.
Eyes on.
Guys, I have to apologise again for how slow this mission is going, but I just cannot risk going any quicker than this.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Even with the 3 pods I've killed, as I said, this is basically a heavy... No, this is basically a swarming mission, because there are 16 enemies left, not including the command pod. So this is basically a swarming mission. And, of course, the command pod.
I'm on it.
Watch.
Okay.
Did you hear something?
Okay. Okay, judging by the noise, the thin men are still on the other side of the ship. But that tells us that they're obviously the closest. The aliens must be so far off this ship. So far off for where our position is. Kind of tempted to just push up here and just go ham with our snipers. But doing so may trigger other pods to investigate. I don't know how the aggro works on inactivated pods or unactivated pods. As you saw by the chrysalids, first chrysalid pod pathed into us and the other came to investigate the gunfire. I don't know if that was a range thing or if they're tagged to investigate noises. Obviously pods that don't move then just aren't bothered in the slightest.
I'm on it, Commander.
But I don't know if that applies to all patrolling pods where they'll go to investigate noise. If that's the case, we can't move up, hoping to trigger a pod at the far end of the map and destroy them with sniper fire, because the thin men could just jump over the roof and kill me.
Heading out.
You guys need to start moving up. But there's not good cover for you to get to. I suppose,
On my way.
because you have low profile, you can just go there. Yeah, you've got pretty decent mobility. How far can you go? Not far at all.
Moving to designated coordinates.
At least that's Snyder in position. I don't know where Gerard can go. I was kind of thinking here. I don't know how good an angle he'll get because he can't lean out to the left. Other than that, yeah, I don't know where he'd be able to go to get an angle and still have cover.
I'm on it.
could put Gerard here. That'll make him vulnerable to floaters that try to fly over the roof and get a flank on him. At least this way he should be able to get some shots.
I'm on it.
Okay, so who's the nearest pod? So it's the floaters this time.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Either the thin men are patrolling up and down the left-hand side, getting closer to us, or the floaters are getting further away. I think we need to move... Hey, not you. Well, screw it.
They're
Never.
holding tanks of some kind.
Oh my god,
As
Varlin.
repugnant as the thought may be, this is most likely test subjects.
Thank you, Varlin.
Solid copy.
On my way.
Alright, let's just go trigger. Let's see what we reveal.
Will do. Hostile spotted.
This is a disturbing sight, to say the least. It's hard to
It
differentiate
is
where
a
the organic
disturbing
material
sight.
ends and the machine begins.
It's not going to win any beauty contests, that's for sure.
That is for sure. Okay, for now, these floaters cannot flank me. So I can stay here and get some intel. I've got a relatively good angle on them. Maybe slightly further than visual range with my snipers. Although my infantry and my gunner may be in visual range, but there's nothing I can do about that at the minute. The drone can drop down, because against floaters he's not going to be able to do much. Or she, we don't know yet. And Lowry. None of this offers you concealment from the angle of the floaters. Well, I'm thinking of where I run to after running this wall. I might simply have to move back. Maybe just go there. So my fear is staying here and having another pod patrol into us because we revealed. I don't know if another pod will be aggroed by the fact that this pod has aggroed. I don't know how it works like that. I know, for example, like smashing windows, kicking open doors, that can cause other pods to patrol into you. I could drop down, but then I won't have any intel. And if I climb back up, I could reveal. Or they could have moved up so far that when I drop down again, they can just flank me. Yeah, I want to be safe. Floaters are quite aggressive. Let's just move back. Let them come to us. Nerwal can use his telekinetic field to help protect us all. And everybody else can just go crazy, firing over and over again. Too bad the drone doesn't have holo-targeting. Not yet, little drone, not yet. Okay, so yeah, at this point I can't come back up here to have a look. Because another pod, say like the sectoids, could have patrolled trying to investigate what that noise was. Because I don't know if the floater pod could have aggroed the other pods around them. And if the floaters have charged up, say they're about here right now, and I move up to here, then when I drop down again, they can just flank me and kill me. So, yeah, drone, you're not going to do much, so I want you to fall back. And you guys...
Aye, aye, Commander.
can hide.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Shades, you are up front. Wow, everybody's got a promotion from this. Except for Nerwal. Just judging by the way this mission's going, probably will get another promotion. But yeah, other than that, everybody has a promotion. Shades, you can hunker down. Because you're the closest. Everybody else can overwatch.
I'm on it.
They won't have vision, but if they get this far, then it's probably a dash. So it'll be a free shot on them.
What was that?
Yeah, I hear you. What are you going to do? Well, this is awkward. How... There's no concealment for me here. There's no way for me to climb back up here without being in low cover or in full cover and not hunkered. Well, that's fine. I'll just run all the way
Orders
back.
confirmed. Moving out.
We've got a lot of pods on this map. The outsider pod at the end is going to be lethal I need everybody to be at full health.
Roger. I've got surveillance.
And now
Heading out.
you can move up into half cover and hunker down.
I'm on the move.
And speaking of which, how is your telekinetic field looking? Yeah, so you can grab everybody up front and give them extra defense. Snipers behind, we'll have to make do without it. Yeah, I think Snyder's just out of range. So yeah, you guys can hunker down. That includes you, Shades. Everybody else can overwatch. Drone can just sit there. We're going to need to reposition.
Sound.
That's the sound of a floater pod flanking you.
Moving out.
We are going to need to reposition. This is really awkward. Here can be flanked from this side. Here can be flanked from this side. Don't really know what to do. I think this is concealment, so Norwal, you can move up.
out.
Here we go.
There's heavy fire in the zone.
Okay. Now, did I move that sniper already? I did. And not to mention you don't have a shot. You do have a shot on the other hand. You don't have a shot. You don't have a shot. You do. Yeah, you've got a decent amount of health. He may be in range to shoot you next turn. If he charges... This isn't steady weapon. This isn't steadied weapon, is it? No. So, pretty good odds. 62. 2 62s. So, let's see what you can do. 262%. That's rubbish. Gerard, you really need to do better, but this is why we gave you double tap. This looks a bit better. Very nice. You're one shot away from death. Okay, Bark. Now the question is, have the floaters completely split up and try to engage me from both sides? I'm guessing I don't really have much choice. And you definitely can't move up, because that is just too juicy a flank. Maybe you can drop here, in case floaters are going to start trying to engage from the high ground, and it will still be full cover.
I'm on it, Commander.
Why do I get the feeling that I can be seen here? I think because this really weird corner, they're going to have vision on me here. And that is going to be really, really, really bad. There's nowhere else for you to go. Okay, you know what, Shades? If they have vision on you here, then you'll have vision on them next turn. And I need Nerwal to not take any damage because he's going to be the one scouting. And I don't want him to get hit by Overwatch. So Shades, you're going to have to take this spot.
I'm on the move.
Okay, no, so no one can see him there, that's
yes,
fine.
Commander.
So it's that dodgy turtle, one behind. So where does this leave you, Lowry? Here you're lining up with the gunner, so you might as well. And just hunker down. I don't want you to steady your weapon, there's no point. You can't do anything else besides steady your weapon, I suppose if you hunker down. And you, drone. There are 4 floaters active, so I do not want to risk bringing you into this fight just yet. If maybe there was 1 or 2 and they were really injured, I might bring them in to help. But without DR, he's one shot away from
I don't
death.
think we're alone out here.
Okay, Nerwal, can you find out what the hell is going on? Okay. Do you have a shot? Yes, you do. Who else? Okay, Snyder. Alright, you steady your weapon, awesome. And that is a 74 to disable him. I mean, there's no point, he's so far away. Let's just kill him. 84%. Looks good. I've been known to be wrong though. Please get him next time. 64. Wow, Snyder. I really don't know what you're playing at. Okay, Gerard, can you make up for last time? 62. Oh, yes you can make up for last time.
Adieu.
1 floater down, 3 left. And 3 pods unknown. can't risk leaving Nerwal here in case the floaters flank, so you need to come back. In fact, seeing as this spot is concealed, Shades, you can move over to the right, maybe get shots on anybody that appears.
Heading there now.
You can drop down. Everybody else can hunker. Definitely a floater in range. Gerard, you have double tap again. I was so wrong about double tap. Double tap, I love you. Just don't fuck up my other multi-shot abilities. 62. Gerard, if you would. Miss. I'm sorry, did I break your concentration? Kill him. Wow, okay, yeah. That works. Very nice. 2 floaters left. Nell, can you find out what's going on?
Commander.
Ooh, okay. No, we're good, we're good. And because the 2 floaters are dead ahead, can you get a flank? Can somebody who hasn't moved yet find out? Okay, so say it's 2 tiles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is possible you can get a flank. I don't want to risk that. Okay, Snyder, can you make up for last time, which was really pathetic? Finish him off, please. 64%. Thank you.
Out of the game.
They're starting to lose ground.
That is outstanding. You don't have a shot. Although, considering where you are, he won't be able to get a flank on you if you swing round. So do that, then hunker down. Next turn, you can pin him with suppression, and the snipers can just go crazy. Shades, just stay there. Let's not even risk any health being taken. As I said, guys, cheese and spam is how it's going to go. That last fight against the outsiders is going to be... I don't even know how it's going to work out. We've got suppression. And you have double tap. 64%. Very nice. Can you finish the job? Your last shot. Can you do it? 64%. Snyder, make us proud. Snyder, you disappoint me. But that's fine. Let's pin him in place. Even Shades can move up now. Hey, why not take a shot? 57%. Nice one, Shades. Nice. Okay, 4 pods down. 3 to go. Not including the command pod. That is outstanding. With every pod we kill, the less likely we're going to be ambushed. Yeah, there is.
Back in to go. I'm ready.
I think it's time I find out where those sectoids are. No. You know, I bet some of you are thinking, oh, telekinetic field is going to be so overpowered in this map. Nope, it's double tap, baby. But no, seriously though, when we get to those outsiders, yeah, telekinetic field is going to be overpowered. Not even joking.
Double time.
Let's move up our scouting squad again.
Time to motor.
Drone, why not? Sectoids are one of the few enemies on this map that can't jump or fly, so if there are sectoids, or we do encounter sectoids, the drone can just fly up to the rooftops and potentially get a killing flank on one of them.
I've got my eyes on.
Listen.
Okay, so the thin men are still the closest on the map. Don't want to engage the thin men yet. Yeah, they sound like they're just patrolling up and down the left-hand side of this ship. I'm pretty certain at this point that the outsider pod isn't in here, because if they were, we'd be getting audio cues, empty audio cues, or inaudible audio cues, as outsiders tend to be, that the nearest pod is here. not the case, so the outsider pod is most likely in the command room here, or potentially just on the outskirts of the command room, so I need to be really, really careful not to trigger him. Or trigger them.
Position confirmed.
So move people
Heading out.
up. Drone, do you get the benefits of this? Yes, I do. I still haven't completely worked out how telekinetic field works. I don't know whether people are in cover get it, or only all they have to do is be within range, or whether it's actually this range that's giving the cover, or if somebody that gets it that's in range then moves out of range still has it. I need to do a bit of experimenting with it because it's a very powerful perk that I need to learn how to use because I never used it in vanilla.
Yes, Commander.
I really thought it'd be the sectoid that I'd get, and I'd be mind merging the snipers to get plus 25 crits.
Moving to position.
So far so good.
Roger, tracking.
I wonder if my squad can move up.
Roger, Dodger.
Don't see why not.
Roger, Dodger.
As long as that thin man pod are only patrolling up and down here, and it looks like that's the case, my snipers can still stay where they are, because it is just a thin man pod that are a danger to my snipers at the moment.
Yes, Commander.
What is that?
So maybe the sectoids are here, in this supply room. We'll find out next turn.
Head in there now.
I'm bringing the drone along because he's not in any danger. He can just drop down at any minute, or even he can just fly up, to be honest. Actually, I could just fly up next turn. The sectoids could potentially be on the roof. The audio cues were saying this direction, so they could be on the roof.
Scanning.
Oh, I should have moved shades up, actually. Okay, shades. I need you to get some good shots in.
Stepping
Like you
off.
finished that floater. Arc, you can stay there. Though you can also take the high ground. There's only one piece of cover that I can make use of on the high ground. Or I can put him in low cover here. Yeah, I'll move him up. Try and make use of him.
What is that?
Okay, before we reveal,
Heading out.
Arc, get into position. Snipers have as good a shots as they are going to get. Not great, but they'll have to do. Drone, can you fly away? Well, they're not on the roof. Actually, there's no need for me to fly. There are no enemies active. Next turn, I will have Nerwal peek her head around the corner.
Survey the zone.
Oh, right, you just moved. Nerwal?
Aye, aye, Commander.
Now we're getting into dangerous territory. I can't move up this wall because on many occasions I've had the outsiders half inside the room, half outside the room, and that triggers them all, and we still have 3 pods on the map. It is way too dangerous.
I'm rolling.
The most I can do is just kind of sneak down this ramp a little bit and peek into the other side, but that is about it. In fact, let's get better intel on where those sectoids are.
Scanning.
Let's see where they are.
There's something out there.
Okay, so the nearest pod is the outsider pod. Nerwal heard an inaudible noise, and it was coming from the control room. So at this point, I mean, I think maybe I'll move up a little bit to the right, like hug this wall, make sure there's no pod on the far end of the map. There is quite a bit of map left to go. And then just swing all the way back around to take out those thin men and work my way up on the left. Yeah, you can get up here. That's fine.
On it.
Solid copy.
Drone, don't get left behind. Parkour drone.
Surveille le coin.
Aye, aye.
Head in there now.
Roger that.
On
Scanning.
Overwatch.
That's interesting. So, the nearest pod now is the thin men. I don't think the thin men are getting any closer, but it is interesting that the nearest pod is here. The nearest pod to anyone is there. That means... Really? Closer than the outsiders? That means the outsiders must be on the far end of the control room. I'm not going to take the thin men's word for it, though. Do you have to move that way around? No, just go this way.
Move out.
Heading out.
I think you should be fine just moving up here. I don't think you'll be in range of the
Okay.
control room. Okay, so the end of the map is here. So if there were aliens, I probably would have revealed them. And if not,
Head in there now.
let's wait for the next audio cue to make sure the nearest pod isn't just hiding in that corner.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Okay. So that corner is definitely empty, unless a sectoid pod is patrolling up and down here. But that's fine. Let's make our way back. I might fast forward this, guys, if all I'm doing is moving back to the beginning of the map. But I guess at this point you'll know.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
Solid copy.
Okay,
Surveille le coin.
we are finally back where we started. Progress has been slow, but it has been progress nonetheless. 4 normal pods dead, 3 remaining.
Head in there now.
Now time to go hunt some thin men.
Heading out.
God, yeah, Shades, you're going to be such an issue when it comes to the outsiders. But your squad sight is so handy, though. Don't know what I'm going to do about your mobility in the future. I may have to give Shades the
Getting it done.
tac vest.
Je rejoins la position. Affirmative.
Steady weapon, steady weapon, steady weapon, and Overwatch.
Good, Commander. What was that sound?
Now here is what I'm wondering. Can I get around this corner without thin men triggering? because half of my squad is immobile to be able to shoot as well. Another soldier can barely move, so I kind of need my squad in position when the fight starts. And crossing this, trying to get back, is suicide. So either we trigger them and lure them back, risking that they take the high ground, or we sneak round and see if we can get into position. Noel?
Okay.
No reason you can't follow up behind Larry. And drone. 2 kills this mission, I think. Not bad.
Moving out.
Got it. Scan cool.
I know there are no outsiders in here. I know it. We've been getting outsider indicators coming from the other control room. We've had a motion tracker scan from here, which would cover the entire supply area. But I'm still so reluctant
Got it
to
covered.
move up.
That looks like the primary for the primary. I could only primary because the amount of primary would have to be generating to primary ship. I'd watch your primary. That a primary could be highly unprimary.
Shen, you know, you're pretty technical minded, right?
Primary.
Can you explain to me why the aliens shaped the power core like that? I mean, is there any reason they shaped it like that? Was it most efficient? Well, I'll just leave that with you. Food for thought. Now I can just imagine Shen in his workshop with a blackboard having multiple pictures of this, trying to work out why they designed it that shape.
I see.
What's making that noise?
Alright, let's follow this path. I know the thin men are moving up and down, but let's follow this path. They're here. It's possible I could sneak around them, but it's so risky. Nonetheless,
On it.
I do need to engage them. If Nerval can get there and they don't trigger, actually this tile doesn't have cover to the left. It means if she stands there, she could be flanked. One thing at a time. I mean, maybe I'll even move Larry up and Nerval can just take position behind him and
Will do.
use her telekinetic field. And the drone can just pretend that he's useful. I suppose the drone can keep an eye on the high ground. Yeah, drone, you know what? Go do that. It'd be good to know. Whee! Oh, it's so nice to have flying units, even if it is you know what, let's not even criticise him. He has done well. He's killed 2 units, which are a hell of a lot tougher than him. He has God all aim. I think he has 60 aim, another 20, 80 with height advantage, but 60 aim base aim. He has barely any abilities. He has done well.
Aye, aye.
Okay, Larry, if you do trigger and you can't move back and you're stuck in an awkward cover and Nerval has to use her telekinetic field, they are simply going to poison you. The only frontline soldier with a medkit is Bark,
Commander.
and Bark can't exactly keep moving up to try and engage. So if we do take this position, how can we fight? Okay, there's no cover that we can take beyond this point. I mean, we can take this, this, and this, kind of, I suppose. This one would be difficult to get to. So yeah, there are 3 pieces of heavy cover here, but in this high ground, there's no cover we can take. Oh wait, no. My mistake. There is some low ground there. Okay, so maybe this will work. Maybe. And the gunner can even come here. That's true. It's going to be so risky getting people across this. What have I got? A battle scanner and a motion tracker. Really prefer to save both,
Roger that.
because that thin man pod can be 1 thin man and 3 seekers. Drone, can you land? There you go. And just move up, assuming they're not on the roof.
was that?
That was Thin Men. You know, if I can put the scout here and leave him here for a couple of turns to see if the Thin Men patrol into him, he can still dash away to relative safety. So, okay, do that. Yeah, if the scout can stand here for like 3 or 4 turns, then we know that the Thin Men won't patrol into him, and it will give us, and we'll know that we can set up without having to worry about the Thin Men just walking into our
I'm on it, Commander.
completely immobile squad carrying their weapons on their back, haven't even set them up yet or even put them together.
I'm on it.
Might in fact be the definition of being caught with your pants down. Okay, Nerwal. Even this might do, actually, because this is 1 tile ahead of where I was thinking. So, you can go here. If you trigger, you can run back into concealment.
Copy that.
Ooh. And we're good. Switch to your pistol. And at this point, there's no reason why Larry can't do the same at the same distance. Okay. Now, as slow paced as it is, I do want to wait a couple of turns to see how far those Thin Men move up. Because if, for example, I mean, I could start moving my entire squad, get to about here, and surprise, the Thin Men engage. Which means that they could sprint across the rooftop before my entire squad, entire slow, immobile squad, gets back into position to engage them. But if we wait here 4 or 5 turns, then we know it'll be pretty safe to move into position, set up shop, and then kill them. So I might fast forward this. Those Thin Men are definitely moving.
Hear that?
Okay, it's been about 5 or 6 turns. I know some of you might think, oh, that's cheesing, that's boring. I don't want to die. I mean, if my squad gets caught out here, where there is no cover, a normal squad would have difficulty. But considering half my squad either can't move and shoot, or can barely move as it is, we'll be screwed. So, actually, you know what, drone? Can you drop down? Just to make sure there is nothing in here. Thank you. Then we can start our voyage across this empty chasm. Snyder, you are way behind. Yeah, now watch it's a Thin Men patrol into me. Please don't patrol into me.
Hey, you hear anything?
Okay, no, we're good. Now is when we will be in trouble if they patrol. We are still good.
10-4.
Okay, at least this is something. We have cover.
I don't think we're alone out here.
No, we are really, really not alone out here. Drone, can you take the rooftop again? We have no need for you down here. This drone really is coming in handy. Can you just land on the rooftop? Thank you. And then go hide. Okay, now you guys. How best to set you up? Maybe Shades up here. Snyder behind. And Gerard up front. You've got more health. And Bark can, for now, stay where he is. And then next turn maybe move up to here. And then we've got a firing position.
Got it covered. Roger, tracking.
Okay, Noel, can you see if this is clear? It is. Step to one side. And you take that position.
There.
At this point, we can switch back to our shotguns. Actually, no, no, that's fine. Just stay with pistols.
Scanning. Survey le coin.
Hey, you hear anything?
God, shades and mobility is so bad. There's another full cover over here, isn't there? This is pretty good. And there's low cover over here, although then again the gunner can just sit wherever he wants to be honest. No, well, is this
Moving
cover
to
going to reveal?
position.
No? Move out the way and let shades go there. And then Snyder can move up, because I don't know how good an angle he'll get with shots from there.
Target confirmed. On our way.
Lowry, just stay there for a second. I don't want your last turn to reveal.
Survey le coin.
This is a pretty good shot, but you can't step out to the right, so I don't know how good the angle's gonna be. Although this is even better. Noble, if you would please again.
Copy. We've got multiple
If I had to
contacts.
hazard a guess,
Whoops.
based on its profile, I'd say the aliens developed this unit with the intention of tracking and isolating single targets. It appears to have a sophisticated evasion system as well.
Perhaps we should try to avoid those tentacles.
We really should. Okay, judging by where the Seeker is, the other Seeker won't be able to move up and strangle next turn. Hopefully. But neither is the Seeker a particularly big problem. What is that Thin Man. And you can't get any cover here, can you? And Drone, you're not in range either. If you fly, how far can you go? And what can you see? Maybe something. Let's have a look. Can you see anything? Nope. Just that Seeker. I mean, Shades can't shoot anything anyway. He hasn't got an angle because the Seeker's behind the tree. So there's no reason why he can't just throw somehow. Throw it. Well, there I was thinking that Shades could throw the battle scanner and reveal the Thin Man and the Seeker. Sorry, the Thin Man and the sectoid. If I throw the battle scanner, then they are definitely going to shoot, or they might move and shoot the Seekers. Whereas as it is, one of the Seekers is going to try to get into position to strangle. I still think maybe that's the best option. I mean, Bark can suppress, probably the Thin Man or the sectoid. Both the snipers have got shots, and we do have a running gun ready. Interesting. Would that mayhaps be a Seeker? Okay, let's find out.
Scanners online.
Okay. You are in a very awkward position. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Gerard? Although you can still only see that Seeker. Wow, that's the only Seeker you can see, yeah, because you can't step out to the right. Thin Man, unfortunately, is still a wild card. I can only imagine he has jumped up onto the high ground and is about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's about how far you can move, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, you can move 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Being a diagonal, he will probably run into half cover. Lowry can run up here, try to reveal that Thin Man, maybe go from there. Yeah, we're just going to have to do that.
Roger, tracking.
Bingo! Let's take some shots. If I kill the sectoid and the Thin Man and pull back with Nerwal, I don't believe anybody's going to be in range to be hit. And even Lowry can move back, so that's even better. Okay, Bark, you have shots on all of them. Snyder has shots only on 2. You can't see the Thin Man. Okay, Gerard, take out Sectoid. Wow, minimum damage sniper rifle shot. Nobody else has a shot on him, do they? Drone? Nope, you only got a shot on the Seekers. Nope. And yes. I would think that is massive overkill though. With that battle scanner active, this Seeker's not going to be able to cloak. I'm thinking if I kill this Seeker and these two guys, then I can suppress that Seeker and he won't be able to cloak because he's going to be in battle scanner range. You know what? Gerard, finish the job that you started, 82%. As it should be. Now, Snyder, your primary target is the Thin Man, exactly the same, 84%. Oh, that is nice. In fact, oh, you can only disabling shot the top one. So you can only see the top one. Well, I mean, why not really? What does that leave? You have got a 65 on the bottom one. You can still run and gun and kill one of them. And the drone can even shoot as well. With an 80%. What about on the high one? 60. Okay, alright, let's do some killing. 64%. Oh, too good to be true.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, Bark. Kill the bottom one, 65%. Wow, okay. Okay.
No way that just happened.
That did happen. That really did happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm worried Nurwal's going to be in range of that Seeker. You've got an 88 on this Seeker though. You know what, let's go for the kills. Very nice, Nurwal.
Hostile pacified.
And that leaves you, Lowry.
One took down. Heading out.
As long as you hit, you should kill. You could, of course, do minimum damage. But let's not think like that, Lowry. 11 damage crit, of course. Of course you would. Very nicely done. That leaves 2 pods remaining.
This
Attack
kid
last
was
Reloaded.
Hey, you hear anything?
And it only sounds like sectoids.
On it.
I'm rolling.
Either there are 2 pods of sectoids left, or there's a pod of sectoids left and a pod of seekers left. That'll do for now. You can, yeah, you can just sit in half cover.
10-4.
And you snipers, maybe this will be the best position for you. So, yeah, Snyder can be left and Gerard can be centre.
Stepping off. Surveillance.
Move up again.
Solid copy.
Drop down to this little ditch.
Roger, tracking. Heading out.
Heading out. I'm rolling.
Bark can move up as well. And Gerard, you can just go here for now. While Shade's got your spot.
What is that?
Guessing they were the sectoids. We do have shots. Let's... And you can run back into concealment, that's fine. Let's go find out what they are. Still nothing. Drone, do you agree? Still nothing.
I'm rolling.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
put you here, Bark.
Location confirmed.
Let's shift some people around.
Je rejoins la position. Eyes peeled, Commander.
Switch back to our pistols.
Yes, I got my eyes on.
Now, if I put you here, Bark, that tree's going to be in the way. So I have to put you offset a little bit. Maybe Depending on how far away they are. Maybe here. Or here.
On the
Maybe
move.
here. Let's move up a little
Heading out.
bit. Can you see anything, drone? Nothing yet.